Hello, I'm Trish Proctor.
And I'm Dr. David Watson.
I'm a lecturer at Keele University Life Sciences. Hopefully this introduction to the labs will help you to find your way around in the first few weeks at university and make it a lot easier for you to complete your practicals.
I will be taking you for some of the laboratory classes during your first year. In addition to these skills videos, there are also formative quizzes available on the KLE, and you can email me if you have any problems.
Welcome to the Keele University School of Life Sciences Teaching Laboratories. We are currently in Darwin Lab 2 and 3 on the first floor of the Huxley building. This is where you will be carrying out most of your practical classes relating to the biochemistry modules. The purpose of this introductory video is to give you an overview of working in the lab and the equipment that you'll be using throughout the semester. When you arrive at the lab, you should leave your personal belongings, including bag, coat and mobile phone, on the pegs at the front. You should only take the lab script, writing material, notebook and calculator to your workstation. Lab coat should be worn at all times. You'll be provided with a lab coat free of charge at the induction session, and it is your responsibility to bring this with you to all sessions. If you forget your lab coat for any class held in the lab, you can hire one for that session at a cost of £1. For health and safety reasons, you will not be able to participate in any session without a lab coat. There will be a general introductory talk at each practical, which will include relevant health and safety information. It is essential that you arrive on time to all sessions. Failure to do so may result in you not being able to take part. During the practical class, you will work in groups of 2 or 3, with 3 groups of students along each side of the bench. This means that you will have your own workstation with your own set of equipment. Equipment may include a sharps bin, a pH meter, a vortex mixer, reagents and deionised water, beakers and test tubes, pipettes and tips, a spectrophotometer. At the front of each bench you will find a water bath, and electronic balances for weighing out compounds are located in the balance room. This can be accessed by leaving the lab through the door adjacent to Darwin 1. Other equipment can be obtained from the student cupboards at the front of the lab. In the first cupboard you can find plastic and glass beakers, safety goggles and timers. In the second cupboard you can find air displacement pipettes. You will need to collect the relevant pipettes at the start of each practical and ensure that they are returned to the correct location at the end of the session before you leave. For more information on how to use pipettes correctly, see the pipette demonstration video as part of this series. It is your responsibility to clear your workstation before you leave the lab. Pipettes should be returned to the student cupboard at the front of the lab. Reagents should be returned to the front bench as instructed. Glassware should be rinsed and placed in the used glassware trolley at the front of the lab. After ensuring that your workstation is clean and tidy and free from spillages, you should collect together your personal items from the bench and return to the area where you left your other personal belongings. You should now remove your lab coat and check it is free from contamination or chemical spillage before it comes into contact with any of yours or others' personal belongings. If you have borrowed a lab coat, it should be returned at this point. You should now make your way to the hand washing sink by the door and wash and dry your hands thoroughly. It is essential that you do this to avoid any contamination to yourself or others from working in the lab. You should then collect all your personal belongings and leave the lab. I hope that watching this video will help you to understand what will be expected of you and to give you an idea of where to find apparatus on your first visit to the lab. I look forward to meeting you very soon.